Streaming was my little bubble, my escape from reality. It's my own little world.
What I love about streaming is it enables people to make a career out of doing something that they love.
If someone's having a bad day, they tune into you to hopefully make it better.
In 2016, people watched 292 billion minutes worth of footage. There were 2.2 million people streaming and gaming at the same time.
Eventually, work got to the stage where I couldn't hack it anymore. This job put me in like a very kind of bad state of depression. I had a really bad time in my life. From streaming and that I was doing all the time then, I kind of said, well, maybe I could do this as a job.
In the past, I was quite reserved and in my shell, and I loved it. It was everything I wanted to do, to the point where I was spending more time streaming than I was in a full-time job.
And it's lovely. We're all just like a family. We ask how each other are, and we ask each other what we had for dinner, and it's stuff that you would have with a person in real life.
I can make the content there and then. I have live chat interaction, and it feels like I have my community. It feels like I've made a load of friends. And
we want to break down those barriers and bring everyone and grow them collectively and collaborate and get as much content out there as possible.
So I can actually talk with my viewers and my friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, whilst I'm streaming, whilst real life things are happening.
You know, you enjoy everything about it. You just enjoy going onto the channels and talking to people. You know, it lifts your mood.
Like, imagine if you had like a live chat on like your TV and you're just watching Britain's Got Talent or something, and you can just go and chat to the judges in the chat. Like, it's friggin' cool. I would love that.
The enjoyment out of watching a live stream on Twitch is that it's live, is that anything could happen at any point in time, you know.
League of Legends is a huge esports game and millions of people watch it. The last time they had a World Championships, the number of people that were watching total beat the viewing figures for Wimbledon final. So, I mean, that gives you an idea of how big streaming is.
I see these streamers on Twitch and that, they're like 50, 60, 70 years old, and there was one guy who plays the piano, there's another old guy who plays RuneScape, and it's brilliant. I would love to be that granddad who sits and streams on Twitch.
I think the UK community is very, very good with collaboration, and I think it's very, very good with helping each other out and growing together and things like that.
I've obviously built up my following and my viewers over the years, and they are massively supportive as well with donations, subscriptions, even just watching the stream for ad revenue and little bits like that. It all adds up. It's like a little bit of everything from everywhere, basically.
I was lucky in the sense that I have a very dedicated community to my stream, so they've watched me from playing, literally just streaming from the PlayStation 4 with the horrible camera.
Then progressed myself to get an Xbox Kinect camera, people could see me, and then a better mic, and my whole setup grew and grew and grew as my community grew.
When it came to it and I was talking about upgrades and stuff, I got quite a few donations, so that meant that I could upgrade the quality of the stream, make it a bit more professional. And over time, it's got to a point now where I'm like, I like the way it looks.
The main thing is you need a good PC, you need a decent internet connection, and then headset, and if you want, a webcam as well. But the PC is going to be the core of everything you do.
It's got a 5960X processor, I've got the new Pascal Titan X.
K95 Platinum, I've got the Glaive, and I also have the Void headset.
God knows how much RAM, X99 motherboard.
So I've got 3 monitors. One's 27 inches, which is my main one, and then I've got the 2 side ones, one for my social side when I'm streaming, and then the other side is for the either OBS or XSplit.
SSDs, everything. It's all nice and fancy. I think the thing is, obviously you get to the stage where it's increasing your production quality, making sure that your stream is 1080p, HD, 60 FPS, looks nice, clean. You've got a microphone that sounds crisp and clear.
You don't necessarily have to have the best graphics card out there, but for the CPU, you probably want to look at about getting a 6-core or 8-core CPU for streaming. So when you have your CPU with all of the cores at 100%, it's going to start bottlenecking and you'll lose that bit of performance. But if you have something like a Ryzen 7 1800X, you can dedicate 4 cores from that CPU to just streaming and 4 cores of the CPU to gaming and have no compromise anywhere.
As I said, when I first started, I used to stream for 12+ hours a day, and it killed me. I literally used to feel ill, but it's what I needed to do to kind of get going at that time, and now it's got even more like saturated, so to speak, you probably have to put in even more than that.
As a non-partner, to make a living off of this, you have to have a very, very dedicated community. You have to not be scared to approach companies, to approach people, to approach corporations, to either collaborate to gain sponsorship opportunities or anything.
Join as many communities as you can, network with as many people as you can, make as many friends as you can, hang out in other people's streams, subscribe to people, and
just keep going at it. You'll get there, and if not, just remember that you've always got, even if it's a small community behind you, that's still one more person that you're making their day.
We are all trolls, but we're nice trolls.
So it feels like a bit of a family.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a family.